Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Tam checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am back to wrap up my Secret to Flat Abs series. So if you haven't already checked out part 1 and 2, you'll want to do that on my page immediately after checking out this video. Again, that page is Tamara Jackson, Fitness Expert. If you're following me on Twitter, it's @FitnessTamara. All right, so let's wrap up the series. We've talked about some of the things that can get in the way of having that nice tight look that we want in our midsection so that we look great in our clothes. And today I have 3 more things that can get in the way that you want to do a little self-check on. The first one is something that I know I personally really had a hard time giving up, is soda. Believe it or not, the carbonation in soda, even diet sodas, okay? So that's sometimes we want to hold on to the diet soda. Even diet sodas can cause our stomachs to be puffy and bloated, okay? So that's one thing that you want to check. How often am I drinking carbonated beverages? The second thing is highly processed foods. And you'll be able to tell this by taking a look at something that we talked about in a previous video, at food labels. So things that are highly processed tend to be really high in sodium. And the sodium or salt in those foods can also lead to water retention, which, you guessed it, results in bloating. And then the last thing is something that I was really surprised to learn once I started really trying to understand what gets us healthy and gets us the best results. And it's something that's in a lot of foods, and that, you know, we have a tendency, especially when we're trying to lose weight, to use a lot. And it's artificially sweetened foods. So when I say artificially sweetened, I'm thinking about things like Sweet and Low and Splenda that you're physically adding in, but also a lot of the foods that are marketed to us as weight loss products and low calorie are often full of artificial sweeteners. Why does that matter? There has been a connection made between high consumption of those artificially sweetened foods and not only overeating in some instances, but also bloating. So those are 3 things that I encourage you to do a little self-check on right now and see if there's an opportunity to tighten those things up in your diet. So again, reading food labels is going to be helpful, especially looking for things high in sodium, cutting down on the sodas. I'm not saying eliminate them completely, but you may want to try cutting them back. And then just paying close attention to a lot of the foods that are out there that are marketed as no sugar and so forth, often have artificial sweeteners in there. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to jump back on with another video. For more tips, visit my website at www.265point.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please be sure to share it with your social media audience so that they can learn too. And I'll be back later in the week with more tips. God bless.